bye.
Welcome back.
Feeling fresh?
As ever.
What was the bye week like for you? I know Ron said the team and coaches and all did self-evaluation. How would you describe yours?
Man, the bye week has been the same bye week, 5 years, now going on 6 for me. Same thing, do self-evaluation, try to get somewhere, refresh, and come back with a more motivated than you left.
Getting away piece of it, Cam, a big, I saw the Instagram photos. Was that good for you to clear
Did you
your?
like it?
Looked like better than staying in Charlotte.
But did you like it, though? Did you double tap?
No.
I had to show him.
She had to show me.
So you're a ghost follower. That's crazy.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, I want you to go back and like the picture. But it was fun. It was more importantly, gave me everybody time to just think about and reevaluate how we can come back stronger and better. It's not like we haven't been playing great football. We just haven't been playing complete football. 3 phases of it, with special teams, offense as well as defense, and now it gives us time to open our eyes up and make proper. Mistakes, fix our mistakes. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, what's the first thing you go to on film?
What am I constantly doing? Is there anything that I'm giving away from? How do people prepare versus me? How do they try to take certain things away? And I feel as if I know those things, or if anybody knows those things, they'll be better off. And it gives us things that we can build off of, and kind of, play possum, so to speak.
Cam, you feel like the offense kind of got something going, though, against the Saints that maybe you can carry into this post-bye week, these games?
I think as a team, I think that's what we have to focus on right now. And in order for us, we just got to get that feeling back. Appreciate all the well wishes and all the constant support from our fans, and expecting that, Sunday is going to be a big game for us for obvious reasons. We just need to get that feeling back in Charlotte that people fear. And if we do that, everything else will start, coming around and making sense for us.
So much of your game and it seemed like the success last year was when you started having fun and you just started rolling. How difficult, though, is it to have fun and to get that experience when you're not winning?
Well, I'm still having fun playing. It's just the results of playing. That's not the fun part. When I go out there, and I don't want to make it about me more than anything. It's just laying it on the line for your teammates. You see the Khalils, you see Greg Olson's out there and battling and competing and doing something that we love to do. So that will always be fun. But just the result that you get from it, that's never fun. We just need to get back to winning football games and focusing on being 1-0 by the end of Sunday night.
Ron has mentioned, and as have others mentioned, 2014 and how y'all pulled yourselves off the mat that year. Have you looked at that as a, I don't want to say inspiration, but just as kind of a roadmap to what y'all can do again this year?
No. We just need to win, and at a rapid pace, fast. But we got a team full of guys that wasn't even here and wouldn't even know how to appreciate what 2014 was for us. But that's neither here nor there, nor nothing to hang our hat on and say it's a different team. But I've been saying that since day one. This is an opportunity for us to come together as a team, and we will and have, by having great practices like we did today, having, great meeting and being efficient with our time while we're here, that come game time it carries over.
A lot of teams, when they lose their left tackle, quarterback might have some concerns. What have you seen out of Mike Rimmers? He seems to have played well. What have you seen out of him over these last 3 games? We
went from a Mike to a Mike. So I still feel very protected. Let's just say that. Rimmers is a person that comes in. I wouldn't say he's nonchalant. He's just a very low-maintenance guy that I'm used to on the offensive side of the ball. you see a Fun, you see a Benji, Greg Olson, Ryan Khalil. Everybody else is so manageable with egos. And did I mention myself? Yeah. So he's handleable. Is that a word? Handleable?
Cam, when you said get that feeling back, were you talking about like both sides of the ball playing well together? Or is it like the actual psychological lift of like getting a result that you're looking for?
3-letter word. That's the feeling. That's it.
Back on Mike, when you had Orr over there, your pre-practice routine where you did the little jump or high five, whatever you do with him, did you have to take Mike out of his comfort zone a little bit to do that with him, or is he adjusted pretty well to that?
Have you been paying attention in practice?
I watched it. It's kind of cute, but it looks like
Wow.
It seems a little different.
Well, everybody has a secret handshake, and that's the thing. You can't, I couldn't give Michael Orr's handshake to Mike Rimmers, nor could I give Kelvin Benjamin's handshake to Devin Funches or Ted Ginn, or, it's kind of like everybody has something different,
Arizona's got Chandler Jones now, kind of a spark on their edge rush, and Marcus Golden is playing really well. How aware do you have to be of either of those guys and their versatility at all times?
We're playing a great defense. They're in, one of the top defenses that we've we've been facing some great defenses, but it's statistically wise, this is a team that matches up on film what you see on paper. Very athletic, very, very opportunistic with, if the ball's in the air, they're looking to create turnovers. And that's why they lead the league in a lot of different those categories. But, for us, it's just going to come down to getting back to the basics of being efficient and controlling what we can control. If we play the game that we know we're capable of playing, running the football, and making contested catches and making the plays that they allow us to make, then we'll be all right.
Arians said he liked your hats. He said Cam's got swag. He wears a little driving caps.
Look, King goes.
We switched now, new era.
No, that's the style of hat.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That was cute.
What do you think about
him?
Bruce Arians, anybody that has, the expression of the way they talk, the way they present themselves, the way they dress, hat selection, I'm all for it. And I don't necessarily judge nobody off of nothing that they do like that. I really appreciate it, as a matter of fact.
Cam, having been through the protocol, have you kind of checked in or kept tabs at all on Michael?
Yeah, he's doing good. Last time I checked, he's been Mike's Mike, man. I'm praying for him. I'm hoping everything works out in our favor, but more importantly in his favor, because things change, when you don't have any seeds, man. When you're just young and athletic, and not saying that he's not neither of those, but when you have kids running around and, you looking at them at the age of 2 when they turn into 12 and when they turn 22, that's when you want to still be of that father figure to them in your right mind. So those are some of the things that I know is going through his head. We didn't necessarily talk about that, but just to see him come around, and it's just smile means a lot for us. But nobody's gonna rush him back. We're expecting a speedy recovery for him, and when he does come back, we're going to get the ball rolling even more.
What did you learn from going through the protocol?
Concussions are real. It's a real issue, and I'm trying to find ways, with my foundation to start focusing on head injuries, because at our level they're focusing on it, but when you look at rec ball, football, so people call it pee-wee ball, high school football. That's the thing that turns my stomach, because they're being coached by people who really don't know about football. And I can't say that about everybody, but just certain things that you may see on social media, on the internet, and it's like, oh my God, guys' necks buckling, legs buckling, and when you put your guard down, as I did, I hope people learn from it, because Lord knows I learned from it, and not just taking anything for granted, knowing that, this is a very physical sport, and it demands you to respect it on each and every snap, and if not, then you will be reminded.
Why do you think concussion and head injury awareness and prevention has taken so long to kind of have that trickle-down effect in youth sports?
The thing that was extremely frustrating with me, and it's not like it's curable. It's not like it's a sprained ankle. It's not like it's a torn ACL, or, just certain things that you can just say, oh, it's 4 to 6 weeks, and then you'll be back out there, or, it's just a week out. No, because it's the side effects looms for so long, and just when you think you're okay, it's like, oh, whoa, what's this? You still have that feeling, and I know for me, it was just, I want to get hit just to see how I would react, but I don't want to get hit, but nevertheless, the style of that I play with is just, you say that thinking about the game, not during the game, and during the game, it's just whatever happens, but, I've been trying to, shine light on that issue as much as possible, just knowing that, it's a problem that needs to have more light on it, because that's real. I mean, I've been taking hits since been playing this game since I was 7 years old, and I've held my bell rung numerous times, and even, been hit hard. But that was the only time that I can really say that I had a concussion, and that was part of me is happy for it, just to know and go through it and be to show so many people that this is a real issue and this is a real problem, and part of me is like, that could have been preventable. Just run through the damn end zone, Cam, and everything would be all right. But after talking to Jackie Newton, that won't happen again.
What was your
Concussions
woe?
are an inherent part of the game. So any ideas of how to make it safer?
I don't know. But I'm not, necessarily trying to focus on that right now. I think my hands are big, trying to focus on how to win football games, and I'm pretty sure that over time, I don't think it's anything preventable. Hello? How you doing, Veronica? Can I call you right back? I'm doing an interview right now. Oh, thank you. That wasn't my phone, by the way. I was just, I don't know. I was just trying to, prevent certain things from happening.
We talked to you about that hit. I mean, Ron had said that he thought maybe you didn't see that guy out of the corner of your eye. Never saw him. Just kind of.
I try to describe it as, I felt like I got sucker punched, and before I could get my, everybody has a brace, like just an automatic reaction that your body goes to when you get scared. Everybody puts their hands over their face. That's just natural. And, when I look back at it, I was trying to just, brace for the hit, and before I could, it was just, bam, it happened. And all I could think of, while I'm down, like, man, all I hope was is if I scored or not. I didn't know if I scored. That's when I knew I was messed up. But, I couldn't, it happened in Atlanta. And, that's a story in itself. But it's just kind of like flying a drone. My body went to just straight safe mode and ran back to the sideline. But you know, I ain't never had that feeling happen. I don't want it to happen, you know, to me or anybody else. And you know, a lot of people ask or you know, talk about the safety of this game. This game is meant to be played one way, and that's all out. And I'm not saying just like this destroy, you know, left, right, and you know, no. I'm saying that, you know, it's supposed to be played one way. And I can't, I don't look at the defender that hit me in a different type of way. He was supposed to do that, you know, and it was a lesson learned there.
You said everyone goes through the process when they're going through protocol, and they still, because concussions are not per se curable, everyone has that whoa moment where they know that they're not okay yet. What was yours?
I was just trying to hurry back. You know, the next week we was playing Tampa, and it was. I was just trying to find ways to play, And I would go into meetings, and I would, you know, do certain things that I was still doing from working out, and everything would feel right one day, and then the next day it'd just be like, nah, something's not right. And when you talk to people who, you know, have had concussions, everything's still adding up the same. It's just like, well, it felt like I was just getting off a merry-go-round. Well, I was having headaches. Well, I was having this. I was having that. I was real sleepy. I was real down. You know, and some side effects are different than others. I didn't have any headaches. I wasn't depressed. But it was just certain things that was just happening. It was like, no, this is not normal. And before I put myself in danger, knowing that I have, you know, chosen, you know, at home expecting me to be daddy for a long time for him. And if he decides to play football, I want him to teach him the 3 and 5 step drop, you know, in a rather cute way, you know, that we can have father and son moments. So, you know, that was the big picture for me.
And the car wreck was a wake-up call. Chosen's birth was a wake-up call. This concussion. How many more wake-up calls do we have? Before Jackie kills you.
I'm going to keep receiving them. You know, we never know. I'm pretty sure if this was a cartoonistic lifestyle that we lived in, and it was a devil on your left and, you know, angel on your right that said, Cam, run your behind through the end zone. The devil's like, man, go on a showboat and just walk in the end zone. Everything would be different. You know, I'm just a servant of to show people that I'm not perfect. You know, people put you up to, you know, from the type of money that we make, and I know I'm not supposed to discuss money, but from the money that you make and all the, you know, things that you get being in Cam Newton's shoes, but the truth of the matter is I still I'm human, you know. So when you ask yourself, when you say, how many more times am I going to learn from things, that's what life's all about learning. And I want people to understand that and know that I made numerous mistakes in my life. I'm going to make more mistakes. And some people have more influence than others. And with my influence, I just hope people learn from it and say, well, Cam did that, so why would I do that too? Or Cam did it like that, so I'm going to do it like that too. And that's the type of power that, you know, I have, and I don't take none of that for granted.
It was said after the Denver game about, oh, did he have a concussion? And there was an investigation that just finished up last week. So you can tell the difference between what happened in Atlanta.
Big difference.
What can you explain it for those of us?
You can't. It's nothing that you can explain more so than a feeling. I was conscious. I was still conscious, you know, in the Atlanta game, but it was still certain blurs that was just like, man, you know, your mind is just not there. You know, I don't think. Competitively, I think I could have finished the game in the Atlanta game. But health-wise, I don't think I would have been healthy. Denver game, I got hit. Yeah, I got hit hard, but I still saw him coming. Like, it was like, oh, crap. Or really, oh, explicit. Throw, here it comes, duck for cover. In the Atlanta game, I didn't see him. And that's the thing, you know, everybody as a human, natural instinct is to brace for something. I at least saw him and I could brace my body, whether I had something to hold up or nothing, you know a hit's about to come. And that's the difference.
Did you, last game, change your approach or way you looked at running the ball because of that hit?
No, I didn't. You know, matter of fact, I know, you know, I don't. Obviously, you guys know I don't like talking to you. I just want to throw that out there. But Just being transparent here. But even through the game, I know everybody's watching. Oh, how many times is Cam going to run? How many times is a quarterback runs? Like, that's me. That's who I am. I would prefer to be involved in the game. I know that's, as a Panthers, that's our edge. If it's certain things that I look at quarterbacks around this league and say, dang, I wish I could do that. Man, I wish I can, win football games and make it look so cool like Tom Brady. Man, I wish I had the throwing accuracy and throwing just style like a Matt Stafford or Aaron Rodgers. And you see young talent like, the Kaepernicks, the Russell Wilsons, the Andrew Lucks, and guys like that. But my edge is running the football inside the tackle. And when somebody tries to take that away from me for what it is, that's who I am. That's me. And that's going to forever be my edge in this league. I look at the game different, and that makes defenses prepare for an extra thing. So when you take that away, then the defense is like, yes, we don't have to get prepared for a quarterback. So, I'm trying to find any and every way to create edges for us, and whether that's me running around, or is that me, carrying out my fake, or is that me blocking? It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to win football games. I hate that feeling coming home knowing that, man, we had our opportunities, and every single game that we've played in, we've had it. But nobody wants to hear that. They just look at the most important stat in all of sports, and that's your record.
Victory Sunday against the Cardinals.
Execute. And, we know, the law of the land, mistakes are going to happen. And we just have to maximize and do exactly what we're capable of doing, knowing our job and our roles, and not having any, pre-snap confusions, on any side, offense, defense, or special teams. If we do that, we put ourselves in the best situation to win football.
You were talking about how running is part of what makes you unique and your edge. It was striking. You only ran it twice against the Saints. Was that just kind of a one-game blip?
No, it wasn't. I'm never going to challenge coaching. I'm never going to, ever say, well, we should have did this and we should have did that, because at the end of the day, I'm still a quarterback and I'm a football player on this, Carolina Panthers. I think we all maximize everything when we understand our role. I know what I mean to this team. I know everything that I'm supposed to do. And in that sense, I'm going to leave this meeting room and go work out and do everything that I'm supposed to do to put myself in the best situation to win football games. I'm going to let, the guys upstairs worry about that, let the coaches come up with different schemes. I can help them, up as much as I can. But, it still comes down to, Coach Shula calling the play and me executing it.
What is your message to the team this week?
We don't need no messages. We out of messages. We out of things that need to be said. We out of, big rah-rah speeches. Everybody's saying, believe in this. But, man, listen, we got to win. That's it. If you don't get excited about playing this game, then, you can't beat a dead horse. We all got guys that are leaders in their own core groups, running backs, quarterbacks, linebacker group, everybody. Just police yourselves and know what this game means for us. This team is a great team, of course, but we are a great team too. We got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of veteran guys that are extremely talented, and we don't need no rah-rah speech that somebody's going to say, oh, man, it was because of this, it was because of that. Nah, we know exactly what we got to do, and that's win. Thank you.